Welcome to the JJ's Declutter podcast, where we tackle the mess and stress to make space for what truly matters. I'm Janis, here with Julie, and together we're sharing our best tips, tricks, and a little humor to help you declutter your home, mind, and life. Whether it's procrastination or piles of stuff, we're here to help you make real progress. Let's dive in.
Today, we are going to start off with a fractured fairy tale, The Three Little Porches. Once upon a springtime in the kingdom of pollen wood, there stood three very different porches. One was tiny, one was grand, and one had become what experts call a cautionary tale.
The first porch belonged to Lady Petunia, who believed every seasonal decoration deserved equal representation. Her tiny entryway contained 14 flower pots, 6 faded welcome signs, 3 ceramic frogs, and 1 patriotic scarecrow she forgot to remove after July 3 years ago. Visitors had to enter sideways like nervous crabs.
The second porch belonged to Sir Harold of Patio Pines. He had a beautiful wraparound porch with rocking chairs and lanterns and hanging baskets and approximately 47 cushions slowly absorbing rainwater like decorative sponges. Every time someone sat down, the porch whispered, "Squish."
The third porch belonged to the mysterious Widow Gertrude, whose back patio had slowly disappeared beneath empty planters, broken citronella candles, rusty garden tools, and one grill that may have last functioned during the Renaissance. Legend said if you moved the tarp carefully enough, you could still hear the faint cry of a forgotten pool noodle.
One day, the kingdom announced the annual spring garden party. Everyone would be visiting each other's homes for lemonade, cookies, and competitive porch admiration. Panic spread immediately. Lady Petunia tripped over a ceramic bunny trying to sweep pollen off of her welcome mat. Sir Harold discovered 3 families of spiders had formed a homeowners association beneath his porch swing. And Widow Gertrude opened her patio storage bin and found 17 empty flower pots and exactly 0 usable gardening gloves.
That's when the Porch Fairy appeared. Not a glittery wand-waving fairy. No, this fairy carried garbage bags, a broom, vinegar spray, and a clipboard. A practical fairy, the most powerful kind. The Porch Fairy declared, "You do not need larger porches. You need fewer dead plants."
Sleep to live by. The fairy taught them to clear pathways first, remove broken and unused items second, and clean surfaces before decorating, which was revolutionary. Lady Petunia donated half her decorations. Sir Harold dried out his cushions and washed years of pollen from his railings. And Widow Gertrude finally released the broken grill in the wild kingdom of curbside pickup.
And little by little, the porches transformed from cluttered chaos zones to welcoming outdoor retreats. By the time the spring garden party arrived, the kingdom glowed with lanterns, fresh flowers, and surprisingly stable patio furniture. I can't say that.
My gosh. It's a rare thing, stable patio furniture. Nobody tripped over a ceramic frog.
Which honestly made the whole event a success.
Very cool. So now, welcome back to the JJ's Declutter podcast. Today, we're stepping outside and tackling one of the most overlooked spaces of the home, the porch, patio, deck, or entry zone. Whether you have a giant wraparound porch that's worthy of sweet tea commercials or one tiny concrete square with a lonely chair and a determined spider, this episode is for you.
Spring is the perfect time to refresh these spaces because winter leaves behind dirt, pollen, broken planters, dead leaves, and outdoor clutter that quietly multiplies while nobody's paying attention. Porches become storage zones, so gradually that one day you suddenly realize you're protecting three empty pots, a broken broom, and mysterious extension cords like family heirlooms.
So the very first step is clearing the ground completely. So move furniture, mats, planters, toys, boots, and all the little, I'll deal with this later items into one sorting zone. It's much easier to clean and evaluate the space when you can actually see the porch floor again.
Now, once everything is moved, sweep thoroughly because porch corners collect leaves, pollen, cobwebs, and enough dirt to start their own ecosystem. If you can, wash surfaces with warm water and a little vinegar or gentle soap. Even a tiny entry porch feels dramatically fresher once the grime layer disappears. Now comes the decluttering part, also known as the reckoning of broken flower pots. Outdoor spaces tend to collect things we feel guilty tossing because technically they still exist. But if a planter is cracked beyond repair, a chair is rusted through, or a citronella candle has melted into a prehistoric fossil, it's okay to let it go.
This is also the time to reduce duplicate items. Nobody needs 17 half-used bags of potting soil or 6 rusty watering cans hiding behind the porch steps. Keep what actually supports how you use the space or how you use this space now. It's not your fantasy life as a Victorian garden duchess with unlimited free time. So, spring porch cleanup is also a safety issue, especially for older adults and busy families. Wet moss, loose rugs, cracked steps, broken railings, tangled extension cords can create serious tripping hazards. And outdoor spaces should really feel welcoming, not like an obstacle course designed by woodland goblins.
Check for wasp nests under the eaves, loose boards, rusty nails, wobbly furniture, and slippery areas while you clean. Look carefully near the foundation and under chairs for hidden spiders and their egg sac, especially brown or red widow spiders. Wear gloves and remove the web and sac with a stick or screwdriver. I usually just torch the sac with a long utility lighter or grill starter. Burn, baby, burn! You see me out there. Replace burnt out light bulbs and make sure pathways are easy to navigate, especially if guests are visiting. A clean porch is wonderful, but a safe porch is even better. So we're moving into the patio furniture and the cushions because patio furniture quietly suffers all winter long. The cushions absorb moisture, pollen settles everywhere, and spiders apparently view patio chairs as luxury condos. Give everything a proper wipe down before setting it back up for the season.
Wash cushion covers if possible and let them dry fully before using them again. Damp cushions develop that unmistakable forgotten basement towel smell. And it gets that very quickly. If furniture is broken beyond repair or nobody enjoys using it anymore, don't let it continue taking up valuable outdoor space just because it once looked charming back in 2009. So once your space is clean and decluttered, then comes the fun part of making it inviting again. A few intentional decorations usually look far better than overcrowding every surface with seasonal chaos. One healthy plant beats 7 dead ones every single time.
Like, gee, I wonder why. Think about how you actually want the space to feel. Peaceful, cozy, welcoming, functional. Maybe your tiny porch just needs a clean mat and one cheerful planter. Maybe your back patio becomes a quiet reading nook with soft lighting and comfortable seating instead of a graveyard for folding chairs. Now, the biggest trick with outdoor spaces is maintenance. Pollen, dirt, leaves, and random clutter quickly return, and so small resets help prevent giant seasonal overhauls later. A quick weekly sweep and occasional wipe down can keep the porch from sliding back into chaos territory.
Remember, outdoor storage bins are not magical portals where broken things become useful again. If you haven't touched it in years and it's weather damage beyond saving, release it back into the kingdom through donation, recycling, or trash pickup. So, getting back to Pollenwood, by the time the spring garden party arrived in Pollenwood, Lady Petunia's guests could finally reach her front door without performing gymnastics around ceramic frogs.
Sir Harold's porch swing no longer made suspicious squishing noises, and Widow Gertrude reclaimed her patio from the legendary Tarp Mountain once and for all.
Porch Fairy was very proud.
Mostly because nobody stored broken grills behind decorative bushes anymore.
So your porch or patio need to look like a magazine cover to be beautiful. It just needs to feel functional, welcoming, manageable for real life. Whether your outdoor space is large or tiny, cleaning and decluttering it can make your whole home feel lighter.
Spring is about fresh starts, opening windows, sunshine, and finally removing the dead fern that's been emotionally haunting the porch since October. Small changes really do make a huge difference, especially in spaces that greet us every day. Now, Julie, you have a porch in your front yard. What do you do regularly to help keep that fresh?
I will go out and sweep. Philip sweeps it quite often too. So either one of us sweep. We do wipe down the tables out there, and then I guess I just bash the cushions together to dust them. That's they get dust, and we do have a neighborhood cat that thinks that should be her daytime nap spot. So,
well, that's interesting. So our front porch is covered, but it's just sort of like, I don't know, a pentagon or something. It's kind of odd shaped, and it's basically, you walk up from the street and you come to the porch, and that's where Amazon leaves all of our packages. So we have a doormat and there's a light, and that's about it. So occasionally we'll go out there and sweep and, shake out the mat, but that's really all I need to do to keep my front porch, sort of porch, entryway, entry porch, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it.
Right. Yeah, ours is, we have a settee, a stationary chair, and a rocking chair, and a couple tables so you can put your drinks on something. And I love it. I love having a covered porch. I always wanted to have a house with a porch that we could sit on. And when we got this little place, it was just like, oh, not only is it cute, it has a porch. So yeah, I love it. And with that, we want to thank you for joining us today on the JJ's Declutter podcast. So until next time,
keep it simple,
keep it intentional, and as
always, keep
decluttering. We are so good at this. Oh, we're getting better. Thanks for joining us on the JJ's Declutter podcast. If you're ready to keep simplifying, follow us for more tips and join our Facebook community to share your wins and challenges. Subscribe here because it's always more fun to declutter with friends. And thanks in advance for leaving us a review.